Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the drawing of rocker arm, and we are going to do preliminary part pin analysis for this, and some steps has been already covered up. It's light. I hope you must have gone through this during the weekend. It is not that complicated, and also it is not that easy. Also, now what you have to do here, machining wise, you have to only do this thickness you have to maintain, that is 22 plus minus 0.05. This should not be this symbol, that is wrong. This diameter 22, I hope you must have understood by this time that diameter 22, this symbol is wrong. So the thickness is 22 plus minus 0.05. This thickness you have to maintain, then this thickness you have to maintain, that is 28 plus minus 0.05. Then you have to do this bore 28, you have to do this diameter 12 plus minus 0.02, and you have to maintain this distance. Then you need not do this 1.5, that is to be done in the forging only. This is the forge quality. Then again this uh, is not to be machined. 4.8 rib thickness, this 4.8 rib thickness, that is to be maintained as it is. No machining here. Then again, this diameter 25, that also is not to be machined, right? Diameter 50, that is not to be machined. Uh, and then what you have to machine is only this, that is ma- diameter 3, that is this slitting, and you have to maintain this 47.6, right? So, what machining is to be done? Again, I will repeat. So, you have to do this diameter 12, then you have to do diameter 28, then you have to machine this 22, then you have to machine this 27, then you have to machine this, you have to maintain this 47.6, then you have to do this drilling and reaming because the tolerance is 0.02, and you have to do this 3 mm slitting. So altogether 7 parameters you have to do. You have to machine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you have to see how you can maximize, how you can do it in minimum number of settings. Minimum number of settings. How to do it in minimum number of settings. So now minimum number of settings. First, what we will do, we will hold it here on this diameter. We'll hold it first operation. This is what my sequence is. You need not stick to this, so you will hold it here. That is, you will locate it here. Fine. Then you will support at this face in lathe machine in forge or chuck. Then you will do this facing and you will do this drilling and boring. Fine, on the lathe machine. Fine. So obviously you will be holding it on a face plate. Now moment you have got this, huh? Moment you got this, then what you can do, hmm, you can reverse it. Fine, you can reverse it, and you can do this facing. That is on lathe machine only. Fine. So now two things you are done. That is, you are done this diameter 28, and you are done this thickness 28. Now you can go to milling machine. On milling machine, now you can locate it on a mandrail, that is over here of this diameter 28, and you can uh, give the support here, because this face and this face, they are not into the same line, they are not into the same plane. This is 22 and this is 28, so there will be a gap of 3 mm here. So you need to put some supports, so that is what is your supporting is. And once you support this, you can clamp it here, and then you can machine this face. Fine. And you can do this drilling and reaming on milling machine. So that is your operation number 20. And same operation number 20 may you can reverse it, you can make it ulta, and you can do this facing in order to maintain this 22. Fine. So that is done. So in milling machine, you are maintaining this 114.3 with reference to this hole and these two faces, that is diameter 28 and this length 28. You are going to maintain in lathe machine. Then this diameter 12 and this 22 you are going to maintain in milling machine. That is operation number 20. Right now you can do this slitting and 47.6, that is operation number 30 on milling machine. So this can be done with the help of a straddle milling. uh, that is also called as the gang milling cutter. So you can use a straddle milling, that is two cutters simultaneously machining this. So that is your operation number 30A, you can say. And then 30B you can do this slitting, right? This slitting in one setup in operation number 30. Now you have one, this is machine. Then you can do operation number 40. You can do this drilling and reaming on milling machine. So altogether there will be four operations. So again, I'll repeat these four operations. So operation number 10A, operation number 10A, in which you are going to do this drilling and boring or reaming on lathe machine, and you are going to do this facing, that is operation number 10A. Then operation number 10B may on the lathe machine only you are going to machine this in order to maintain this 28. Then operation number 20A, in operation number 20A you are going to put it on milling machine, and you are taking the reference of this, and you are going to do drilling and boring of this diameter 12, and you are going to face this, that is operation number 20A. Operation number 20B, may you are reversing it on the milling machine, and you are going to face this in order to maintain this thickness 22. This is not a diameter, this is the thickness. So option number 10A, 10B, 20A, 20B, 20A, and 20. Then 30, option number 30A, that is straddle milling on milling machine only. So when you are doing straddle milling, you are locating this, you are clamping on this surface, and you are also giving support to this surface. So that is your straddle milling in order to maintain 47.6. That is operation number 30A. In 30B, you are the setup is same, and you are going to do the slitting. Only you need to change the cutter. That is your operation number 30. And then in operation number 40, you are doing this drilling and reaming on milling machine, or you can do it on drilling machine also. So when you are going to do this drilling and reaming, that time you have to locate here. uh, no, you have, because this whole reference is given with respect to this. That means you need to locate here only, and you need to clamp on this surface, and you can do this drilling and reaming. So altogether 40 machines, and this can be done on lathe and milling. So how my steps will be? Let us look at the steps now. Anuruddha, have you studied this drawing? Chete, is the drawing
Sir, I
clear?
have sir, I have checked once.
Sorry,
Sir, I have checked once.
have you given thought for the process plan? Can it be completed only on two
Uh,
machines, that is on lathe and milling machine?
uh, no, not exactly the process plan, sir, but means have gone through your procedure which you gave that how we will move forward. We'll do the slitting operation in the last. We will first do the drilling operation first in the same setting and all.
Yeah, no problem. See, actually, what you are saying is that slitting operation should be done at the end, because what happens no here, uh, here when you are doing drilling, and suppose if you are already done the slitting, that means if there is no solid, so when you are doing drilling, that time the drill loses the support. So ideally,
Yes.
slitting can be done at the end, you know. But now what happens? Even if you do slitting before, Then and when you're doing the drilling, drill is already having support, this much support. See 47.6 minus 3 is 44.6. So 22 millimeter का support है. So there is no way that drill will go cross even if the slitting is done beforehand.
ओके एंड सर वो स्ट्रैडल मिलिंग समझा
हाँ?
नहीं मतलब कैसा होता है.
स्टैडल मिलिंग मतलब दो कटर रहेगा एक साथ. इट इज कॉल्ड एज द गैंग मिलिंग कटर. सो इट विल बी अ साइड एंड फेस कटर and one two cutters will be mounted on a arbor at a distance of 47.6. दो कटर्स माउंट रहेगा मिलिंग मशीन का आर्बर के ऊपर साइड एंड फेस कटर. एंड दिस मशीनिंग, ये जो मशीनिंग है दैट विल बी डन साइमल्टेनियसली. दैट इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड द स्टैडल मिलिंग.
सर कौन सा वाला सरफेस मशीन होगा
On
सैम्पल.
milling machine, cell milling. It is very simple operation. You can just refresh yourself. You can just refer to Haza Chaudhary. You will come to know. Imagine one
ओके.
cutter here, side and face cutter, and another cutter here, and in between these cutters are mounted on a. See, here is a arbor. See, now this is
यस.
a milling machine ka arbor. Arbor you understand, no? Milling machine
यस
arbor
सर
on
यस.
which you have mounted one cutter here and another cutter here. In between these two cutters you have some spacers. Spacers रहता है. Very
ओके.
simple. So you have one cutter here and another cutter here, which are rotating, because they are mounted on the arbor. So you have arbor here. On the arbor you have cutter, or if you are finding saddle milling difficult, then you can do vertical milling के ऊपर you can do end milling. So you can load end mill and end mill से आप ये कर सकते हो this
सर
47.6.
स्ट्रैडल
And
मिलिंग
standard
में
milling का advantage क्या रहेगा, दो faces will be done simultaneously. एंड मिल में एक एक फेस बनेगा. या व्हाट यू वांट टू आस्क?
सर स्ट्रैडल मिलिंग में मतलब दोनों एक साथ इनपुट भी होगा और बाद में रिट्रैक्ट भी दोनों.
दोनों एक साथ.
रिट्रैक्ट भी होगा और एंगेज भी होगा.
हाँ हाँ, the cutters are only rotating only. The cutters are only rotating and they are mounted at a fixed distance. वो जो 47.6 का डिस्टेंस के ऊपर कटर्स माउंट किया हमने. सो बोथ विल बी कटिंग एट द सेम टाइम. तो रिट्रैक्ट भी एक ही टाइम पे होएगा एंड कटिंग विल आल्सो स्टार्ट एट द सेम टाइम.
सर अगर सिर्फ रोटेट हो रहा है तो फिर फीड किसको देगा मतलब.
हाँ क्या?
अगर
हार्बर रोटेट
मिलिंग
होएगा
करके
तो
सिर्फ
कटर रोटेट होएगा.
बट सर टूल को स्टेशनरी रखेंगे और कटर को मूवमेंट रहेगा ना
नहीं
वर्टिकली
नहीं नहीं, टूल को
अप
नहीं,
साइड
टूल
एंड
को
डाउन.
स्टेशनरी नहीं. वर्क पीस विल बी स्टेशनरी and the milling cutter will rotate, and then we will give the feed to the work workpiece that is stable
ओके.
like
ओके.
that. Huh? So now let us see the steps quickly. Please, so establishing the general characteristics, we have done this already. Auxiliary methods of visualizing the parts. Here now since the part is little complicated, so we can write here that 3D model will be required. Hmm, for better understanding, or some sample will be required for better understanding. Uh, Principal process is cutting, and in cutting again the major process is milling, because in milling you are going to finish, you are going to do most of the operations on milling. Most of the operations are being done on milling machines. So principal process is cutting, and in principal process the major operations is milling. Hmm. Then determine the alternate process. Alternate process, I told you that now since the material EN24 is of forge quality, so forging will be the basic process. Alternate process can be casting if the material is of cast iron or casting grade. It can be done by welding if the quantity is 5 to 10 pieces, and if the quantity is 1 or 2, then you can do it from a rectangular bar also, rectangular or prismatic component. Hmm. Now functionally determine the functionally important surfaces on the workpieces. So first, functionally important surfaces are based on three categories, that is based on geometry, based on surface finish, and based on tolerances. So let us see now whether it is given in the drawing. Hmm, how we will identify. Now based on the geometry, so you can write there nil, because nothing is mentioned, whether this board should be concentric to this, or this board should be perpendicular to this. Like some tips are not given. So against the geometry you can write nil. And against a surface finish, now there are surface finish का symbols नहीं है, grinding symbols etc. So there also you can write nil. Now based on the tolerances, you can say there are many important surfaces based on the tolerances. The first is diameter 22. Sorry, not diameter 22. This diameter 12 plus 0.02 and 27. Based on the tolerances means whatever the tolerances are equal to and less than 0.05, so that you have to consider as important. So based on the tolerances, this is important, this diameter 12, this diameter 28, this is important, number 2, then this diameter 9, this is important, number 3. And remember this tolerances 0.027, 0.023 and 0.022 you cannot achieve only by drilling, you need to do reaming or boring or broaching. Either you have to do reaming or boring or broaching. So now what are the functionally important surfaces based on the tolerances? 1, then this is 2, then this is 3, then also this also, that is 28 plus minus 0.05, that is 4, and this diameter 20, this that is 22 plus minus point. So there are 5. Then again you have to see this 114.3 plus minus 0.05. So this center distance is also important, right? So otherwise, now since these tolerances are close, what do you infer or what do you understand that something is going inside, isn't it? So that's why these are important surfaces, tolerance mean. So if you don't maintain these tolerances, then the male part will not go. At the same time, this center distance is also important. So in the assembly, suppose if you don't maintain this 114.53, so if it becomes 114.2 or 114.4, so the assembly again will not happen. Assembly will not happen. Hmm? So this is your functionally important surfaces. That was your step. Anybody has calculated the weight of this component?
No, sir.
Oh, it is very simple. Uh, it's not that complicated. This is most simplest. What you can do here, instead of dividing into separate parts, the one is then you can make a CAD model and then you can get the weight directly in the software. Or another way is that you can just consider rectangular block. Rectangular block of what will be the total length, that is from here to here, and total width will be this, and then height will be this. So it will give you a rough weight. Hmm. Because if you want to calculate very perfect, then you will have to divide this into like this. You have to consider like cylinder, then iska weight nikalo, then this another cylinder, hollow cylinder of course, then iska weight nikalo. And then you have to consider this four ribs, one, then iska opposite, and then this three and iska opposite. So there are four ribs. वो four ribs का आपको separately calculate करेगा करना पड़ेगा, and then you have to add this. So this is how you can calculate the weight. So calculation of weight is very important. Then your next step is this functionally important surfaces is done. That is based on geometry, surface finish, and tolerances. Then you have determine the areas used for processing. Areas used for processing. So we have four operations, that is 10, 20, 30 and 40. And again in every operation, in 10 may you have A and B, in 20 may you have again A and B, in 30 again you have A and B, and in 40 again you have A and B. So for each and every operation you have to identify the locating, clamping and supporting surfaces, which I have already told you, in the transparency. So again, if you want, I can show you that how to identify that locating surfaces, etc., etc. Mm. So just give me a time where it is online. This is PT. इसमें here it is railway parking analysis rocker. So I think this I have already uploaded also this. So in this particular notes, everything has been given clearly, that is, and this is not ideal. Again, there could be some mistakes, right? So you can have your own sequence. You can have your own locations. But now I will tell you what is happening here. See, now this is what is your faceplate is. This is your faceplate is, right? Now here he is locating in 3 yaw chuck. He is locating, right? And he is doing this bore and also doing this facing. Hmm. So the area suitable for location is this. Then area suitable for supporting. So now supporting this. See here, because this face and this face, they are not into one line, and this is a face plate. On this face plate, you have mounted a chuck which is locating this and supporting this, right? And now areas for the clamping. So obviously, your location as well as clamping is the same. So this outside surface can be used as a clamping also. Hmm. So you have to see that when you are clamping with the help of a jaw, there is no obstacle due to this rib. Hmm. And since there are 3 jaws, ideally you should have used 4 jaw, because this is rough. So that's a mistake here. This is actually rough. And another thing is, since this will be 120 degree, it may happen that this rib may obstruct. So ideally speaking, you have to use a 4 jaw hard chuck. So the jaws will be exactly at 90 degree. So the rib will not be an obstacle. Rib will not be an obstacle. Fine. Then similarly here also, now see, these are your supporting surface. And this is, if you want to clamp it on the rib, then you can clamp it on the rib. Uh, then once this bore has been done, then you can locate this hole. Uh, you can locate this hole, and now you can do this facing. See, whatever operations which are being done, that you have to show by color pen, either the red pen or the blue pen. So it should be clear. Like suppose if here now you are doing board, so this has been shown by purple color. This has been shown by purple color, right? Here this facing is done, and this drilling reaming is done. So he has not shown it here, but then you have to show by some other color, different color, so that it is visible here. Then another, now you have, hmm, now the direction has been changed. The piece has been reversed, and this face has been machined. This face has been machined, right? But we have already done this face on the lathe machine, right? Now see, this is what is your location. So this is being located. Now he is doing straddle milling. Straddle milling. That is, see, he has shown. If you can see clearly, you can see thoda carefully. You can see that this face and this face is milled. So that is what is straddle milling. So how it has located? He has located on this. He has located on this bore, and this surfaces is being milled. This surfaces is being milled. Then, so now, which hole now? 11.3 and diameter 12. So this is being now drilled and rim, this hole. So that is being shown by some another color. This hole. Okay. Again, this is the location. This is the support, because this and this is not in one plane, and this is your clamping. Right? Then you have to have that diameter 9 ka hole. So this is diameter 9 ka hole. So again you have located here. Then one more diamond pin located here. Okay. Then this is your supporting surface, and this is how you are clamped here from this, and then you are doing this drilling. Okay. Hmm. Now this slot. Okay. This slot has been done at the end. Hmm. But then what happens here? Hmm, If you are doing this on drilling machine, then the component will move from milling to drilling, and then again from drilling to milling. Hmm. So instead of going on drilling, you can do it on milling also. So this is how your operation sequence will be.
सर
Yes,
सर वो ऑपरेशन सीक्वेंस में जो ड्रिलिंग ऑपरेशन था ना पहला ऑपरेशन उसमें एरियाज ऑफ सपोर्टिंग
drilling.
दिखाया ना
कौन सा drilling operation? ये 9 mm.
नहीं नहीं आपने ऑपरेशन सीक्वेंस बताया था ना अभी टेबल फॉर्म
ये this one.
यस सर पहला ऑपरेशन ड्रिलिंग
First operation, operation number 10. This one.
हाँ सर
हाँ,
सर ये ड्रिलिंग ही है
this.
ना मतलब
हाँ, हम लोग ये लेथ के ऊपर कर रहे हैं. सो क्या कर रहे हैं
मतलब
now?
बोरिंग
See, suppose now what is the size? What is the size of this? This size is 28, isn't it? See, what is the size? This is 28, right? So now there are two cases. Now in the forging, this will be solid because it is difficult to make hollow forging. You cannot have forging with this hole or with this hole and as well as this hole. Yes, in the casting it is possible. So what you have to do in the forging, this will be solid, isn't it? So first you will have to do the drilling. So that you are doing it on lathe machine itself. Lathe machine में you are mounting your drill on the tailstock, or you are doing this drilling from the tailstock. Understand, no? And then this boring is also done on the lathe machine itself. The boring bar is mounted on the front tool post, and this boring is connected. Because this tolerance 28 plus minus 0.023, 23 micron का tolerance है that you cannot get on drilling machine. So
सर
here this drilling and boring is done on the lathe machine. Yeah, बोलिए.
सर बट वो जो आपने ऑपरेशन चार्ट दिखाया ना उसके अंदर वो जो एरिया ऑफ सपोर्टिंग है वो नहीं समझा मुझे फिर
एरिया
एरिया
ऑफ
ऑफ
सपोर्टिंग
लोकेशन
दिस इज
समझ
रॉन्ग.
गया
आई टोल्ड यू नो लास्ट टाइम कि ये जो दिखाया उसने ये रॉन्ग है. दिस yes, the areas for supporting is supporting here because this face and this face is not in line. This is made by a student.
पर सर अगर पोज वहाँ पे जो जहाँ पर हम लोग ड्रिल करने वाले हैं उसके
यहाँ
अंदर
पे
जो
हम
एक
लोग
रेड कलर
क्लैंपिंग,
का
यहाँ पे क्लैंपिंग किया है और यहाँ पे सपोर्ट किया है एंड देन वी आर डूइंग दिस ड्रिलिंग एंड बोरिंग फ्रॉम द टेल स्टॉक. ऐसा. And again,
ओके
this three jaw chuck is also wrong. Instead of three jaw chuck, you have to use the four jaw chuck.
ओके सर मतलब ये सर जो भी लेफ्ट एरिया ऑफ सपोर्टिंग में अगर हम लोग
Hmm.
ठीक से कर रहे हैं तो फिर जो ये दिखाया वो मतलब टेल स्टॉक पे होगा ना
क्या दिखा है? टेल स्टॉक
पर
तो यहाँ
सर
पे दिखा ही नहीं है because you are not doing anything. You are not doing any location supporting on clamping from the tail stock. Tail stock के ऊपर तो खाली drill आएगा. Understand ना? So tail
तो
stock will
सर
not come in the picture at all.
तो सर वो रेड कलर का क्या जा रहा है जो स्पेशल थ्री जो चक
ये
ऐसा
जो
लिखा है नहीं
कौन
यहाँ
सा
से एरिया ऑफ सपोर्टिंग से सर वो जो रेक्टेंगुलर बार जैसा है ना ये
एरिया फॉर
रेड कलर का
सपोर्टिंग ये जो है ना ये गलत है. इसको भूल जाओ. ये जो रेक्टेंगल है ना ये दिस इज रॉन्ग.
तो सर
ये जो है
आप बोले
you ignore
कि जैसे
you ignore this is there are four jaws. Imagine four jaws, and in the four jaws this is clamped. Uh, and there will be a support here also, and there will be support here also. So suppose if this height is say 20, इसका जो support का height रहेगा 23 because there is a difference of 3 mm between this face and this face. And they will be clamping. Four jaws will clamp your this diameter here, here, here at 90 degree. बोलिए.
सर पर
हाँ.
अभी जैसे हमने क्या बताया कि इसको हम लोग सपोर्ट करेंगे जो फोर जो चक के अंदर और
हाँ.
क्लैंप भी करेंगे और लोकेट भी फोर मतलब सब चक के साइड ही होगा कुछ भी टूल पोस्ट के
हाँ,
साइड नहीं
plus
होगा और
you are giving support here also. You are giving
हाँ
support
सर ये
here also.
सपोर्ट मतलब चक के बाहर हुआ ना मतलब जरा सा तो
ये
ये
chuck
कैसे
see there
प्रोवाइड
is
करेंगे
there is it's a fixture. Chuck is mounted on a plate. This is a turning fixture. So your chuck is mounted on a plate, and on the plate you have another supporting block here to give the support to this face. This will be a turning fixture, and this whole fixture will be mounted on a lathe machine ka spindle. So that fixture will have a four-jaw chuck and will have a supporting block here.
ओके मतलब
And if you
एक्सेसरी है सर.
sorry,
एक्सेसरी हो गया ना सर ये तो.
that is the accessory. That is what is your accessory. Hmm. And if you want to avoid this, then you can do this component entirely on the milling machine itself. So in milling machine, what you can do, you can again you have a milling fixture, so you can support here, you can locate here, okay. Then you can have a V block here. यहाँ पे ऐसा V block लगेंगे, so V block will locate this component in this direction, and then you can do this facing here, and you can do the drilling and boring. But if you understand that this can be done on lathe machine, I am giving you this example. Otherwise, this particular component, practically speaking, and if you want to save the machining time, has to be done on the milling machine. In the milling machine, all the operations, this entire component will be finished in milling machine.
ओके
Vertical
सर.
milling here. Huh? And then you have specifications, that is implicit specification and explicit. So explicit means whatever is given on the drawing. Okay, so now there is no heat treatment required, there are no, so you can write there, explicitly only the tolerances are stated. Hmm. Heat treatment details or gear teeth or concentricity perpendicularity is not mentioned in the, and then in implicit you can mention uh, that there should not be any sharp edges, there should not be sharp edges, there should not be burrs, okay, fine. Then obviously this hole, you know, should be parallel to this hole, isn't it? That is obvious. uh, Even though you are maintaining this 114.3 plus minus 0.05, you have to also ensure that this hole should be parallel to this. Understand? Hmm. This distance may be correct, but these holes may not be parallel, so that is not acceptable. Right? So this will come under implicit specification. This will come under implicit specification. Implicit means which is not specified on the drawing. And then nature of work to be performed. So in this now, degree of symmetry. So what is the degree of symmetry for this particular component? So it is symmetrical about x-axis, isn't it? This particular component is symmetrical about this axis. Hmm? So
सर दो एक्सिस बता
you
सकते हैं
can
आप.
clamp. कौन सा? No, it is not symmetrical about
Uh,
y-axis. Suppose if I take x-axis like this and y-axis like this, so about y-axis it is not symmetrical, but about x-axis it is symmetrical. So that means you can
सर
clamp.
अबाउट एक्स एक्सिस इट इज सिमेट्रिकल इन टू प्लेन्स ना, एक फ्रंट व्यू वाले प्लेन में भी हो रहा है और एक टॉप व्यू वाले फ्रंट में भी हो रहा
Ah, yes, दोनों में. So that is what you can specify. But now, what is the use of this specifying symmetry? So moment to come to know. So this is useful if you do, if you have, CNC work, programming work. Like suppose if you have four holes which are symmetrical, so your editing, your programming time will be saved. It is also useful for clamping also. You can have clamping symmetrical once you have understood whether the component is symmetrical or not. So fixturing becomes very easy. Fixturing becomes easy. Then how many machine surfaces are related to each other? So in this you have first degree, second degree and third degree. So wherever the dimensions are given directly, that is what is your first degree. So then what is the, how many machine surfaces are related? What is the relation between these surfaces? So that is where the first, second and third. How many operations must be performed on each surface? That is you have to group. Huh? So let us see now, in this particular drawing. Now, what are the surfaces which are related to each other? So surfaces which are related to each other is this 114.3. All right, this and this. The distance should be 114.3. Then another is this 22. Okay, then this 27, that is this and this, they are related to each other. This has to be done in one setting, right? Then again 47.6, here there is a machining, so this is related to each other, so this also has to be done in one setting as far as possible. Now this 27 we cannot do in one setting, isn't it? Because this is the start, this is the beginning, isn't it? So we are resting here and machining this, and then we are resting here and machining this. If the quantity is more, then you can go for some kind of SPM, special purpose machine, where you can do these two phases at the same time, and you can do these two phases also at the same time. You can go for the SPM. Fine. So
Sir,
and then just a minute. So this is what is your grouping, and then you have to identify first degree. So अभी first degree कौन सा है? This is the first degree. This is the first degree. All right. Then this is first degree. This is first degree. Then second degree अभी देखो third. Now suppose if I want to find out this total length. So total length is I have to take this, I have to take this, then I have to find out this, and I have to find out this, isn't it? So that is what is your fourth degree. Four calculations you have to do. That means this total distance is not at all important. This is you have to leave as forge. We are not doing any machining on this. Understand? So that is what uh, the purpose of identifying the first degree, second degree, third degree. ऐसा. हम्म? हाँ बोलिए.
oh sir, got clear.
हाँ सॉरी.
सर नहीं क्लियर हो गया सर.
क्लियर हो गया ना? हाँ सो.
डिग्री के बाद.
हाँ हाँ. So then and then you have to also identify, how many surfaces you can do it in one setting. Hmm. And then finally you have finishing and identifying operations, uh, like where the number will be punched, whether you want to dispatch the components by oiling. So in this case now, let us identify, and this step is not there, that is this is actually relating the part to assembly, that is in which assembly this part goes. Now this you will not be able to understand, isn't it? Because you don't know other components, what are the other different components. But now product engineer or design engineer, he knows कि इसके अंदर कौन सा कंपोनेंट जाने वाला है. You understand? That is इसमें क्या जाने वाला है, इसमें इसमें क्या जाने वाला है, इसमें क्या जाने वाला है, and where this part is going to fit because of this 114.3. So product engineer he mentions what are the other components which are going to be assembled in this component. But now here we don't know because we don't have a total assembly drawing of this particular product, I said. So that's why we are not right. Now here where you will punch the part number. So you have to identify a face. You have to see that you don't punch it on a aesthetically important surface. Aesthetically important surface पे आपको punch नहीं करना है. So now where you will punch. Now this rib, you can punch it on the rib. That is यहाँ पे या यहाँ पे भी punch कर सकते हैं. But the this surface is rough. It is in the forging condition. So you can do the etching, or you can do the laser. Now laser marking is very fast, laser phase. So you can write, the laser marking for the, because this is very important product identification. So you can see that you can do the laser marking on this surface. ये surface के ऊपर आप laser marking कर सकते हैं. And laser marking is very fast. एक 4 to 5 seconds में totally. That is loading, then laser itself will take 1 or 2 seconds, then loading 2 seconds, and unloading 2 seconds. You don't have to clamp वगैरह ऐसा कुछ clamping विम्पिंग कुछ करने का नहीं रहता because there are no tool forces. And then how you will pack and how you will dispatch. Now this is a forging EN24. So it may happen that the component will rust because it is not a casting grade. So component will rust, fine, because of the iron. So you can give the instruction that you need to oil these holes, that is this bore diameter 12, and this bore has to be oiled, fine. Then this 28, that is this surface and this surface, These are the surfaces which are going inside some other surfaces. So here also you can put some oil or grease, right? And then you can pack it in a bubble paper, or you can pack it in small boxes, wooden boxes, हाँ, छोटा छोटा बॉक्स के ऊपर, और you can have a wooden pallet of 100 by 100. On that wooden pallet you can have small, wooden pins, huh? Wooden pins, दो wooden pins. You imagine a pallet of say 1 feet by 1 feet, बराबर है? And then in that you can have wooden pins, बराबर है? which are mounted. Since this is to be mounted, this manufactured in say 5,000, 10,000 pieces a batch. So you have to make that pallets also for handling. So on the wooden pallet you can fix up number of pins uh, of this size. Need not be very precise. You can have one pin of say 25 and another pin of say diameter 10, and they are kept at this distance 114.3. And then once the component is ready, for the dispatch, then you can just keep that component on that pins, and like that, several components can be mounted on a 1 feet by 1 feet ka pallet, right? So now the components will not touch each other. They will not move also, because the component movement is restricted, right? So these instructions has to be given clearly by the process engineer, like how to pack it and how to dispatch it. This instruction has to be given by the process engineer. So after finishing and identifying operation, and then operation sequence sheet may you have to just write down the list down the operations. That's all. Uh, Detailed operations you are not doing here. Only that is operation number 10, 20, 30, 40. What you are going to do? This that is operation number 10 may what you are going to do, that much only. And machine ka naam, that is in operation number 10 what I am going to do. Now let us talk about say if I am going to do it on milling machine. Fine. So in milling machine, entire component now I'll do it on milling machine with the help of the accessories and with the fixture. So operation number 10 will be face this, okay, and drill and bore this. See how easy I am going to make it now. Huh? So facing of this and drilling and boring of this. At the same time, on the milling machine, I can do facing this and drilling and reaming, or drilling and boring. Boring, I am little worried because the boring bars, such a small boring bars, are not available. So drilling and reaming will be the best option. Understand? So operation number 10 में क्या होएगा? I'll do this. Now here I am not discussing any location clamping. First you have to decide upon operations, okay, and then you can decide upon location clamping and so forth. So first is I am doing this drilling, boring. This first is of course a facing, that is this facing, because before you do drilling the face should be flat and machine. You cannot do drilling on the rough surface, that is by default. So first will be face this and face this surface, then I will do drilling and boring of this, and then I will do drilling and rimming on this. So that is my operation number 10. Then I will make it ulta. huh? So in operation number 20, what I am going to do, I am going to mill this on milling machine only, everything on milling machine. So I am going to mill this surface and I am going to mill this surface in order to maintain this dimension. So that is your operation number 20. In operation number 30 may what I am going to do, in operation number 30 I am going to do this straddle milling, okay, and this slitting, that is operation number 30. And then in operation number 40 I am going to do this, that is diameter 9 ka drilling and reaming entirely. The total, it looks very difficult component, but it is very simple. uh, it can be done totally on the milling machine. So in operation number 10, only the sixth step is slightly difficult, that is location supporting and clamping. So if it is on milling machine, then my supporting surfaces, I am going to load it on a fixture. So my supporting surface is this surface and this surface. All right. Then I am going to locate with the help of a V block, because this is round, correct? So V block पे मैं locate करूँगा this surface, fine. All right. And then I am going to clamp here. I am going to clamp on these ribs के and these ribs के ऊपर, fine. And then I'll do this drilling, and then I'll do this. Now only what the drawback is, that is, once you have completed this drilling and boring, then you have to maintain this distance exactly 114.3. So for this you will have to go for CNC milling, fine. So in CNC milling I have a milling fixture in which I have located and supported this surface. I have located this surface. Then I do this spacing in CNC milling. Then I do this drilling and boring, and then I do this. So CNC milling is the best machine for this, isn't it? So fixturing is also simple, and you can go on calling, different tools, because in normal milling machine, conventional milling machine, you will have to go on changing the cutters. You have to go on changing the cutters, so that will take time. So the correct process plan, the fastest process plan is CNC milling. Operation number 10, आप यहाँ पे support करो, then in a milling fixture you locate this, and then you clamp on this ribs. That is this surface. I hope you understand this surface. Then यहाँ पे फेस मिलिंग करो, यहाँ पे फेस मिलिंग करो, ये कटर गया टूल मैगजीन में गया. Then call the drill, do this drilling, okay, and do this boring. So your X0 Y0 is here. Then again call another drill and do this reaming. So your X, you can say X at a distance of minus 114.3 and Y0. Okay, then this is done. Now operation number 20, if you use wish, you can do it on CNC milling or you can do it on conventional milling, because operation number 20 is only facing of this and facing of this. Then operation number 30, that also you can do straddle milling on conventional milling. And then operation number 40, that is this drilling, that also can be done on conventional milling. So this is the optimum plan. That is operation number 10 will be on CNC milling, and then operation number 20, 30, 40 will be done on the conventional milling machine with the help of a fixture. So I have uploaded this drawing, and uh, if I am not wrong, I think I have uploaded this also.
Yes, sir. Let me check
I
one
have,
second.
this also I have uploaded, no? Just let me know. You can message me. If not, then I will upload this also. Hope you have understood this. So I have explained you preliminary part pain analysis of the transbearing gauge, then of the rocker arm, and I explaining the manufacturing processes completely of ball pillar. Purposely, I have not discussed preliminary part pain analysis of ball pillar because that I have kept as a homework for you. Hmm. Now, mm, I had asked you that how you will do this second assignment, whether one component or how you will divide into groups. I'm still, worried because still the attendance is 30, 35 and the students are 70, 75. So I don't know how to issue the drawings, how to make the groups. Neeraj, are you there? Can you just tell me? नीरज है क्या गया? नीरज जैन. Sachin, can you tell me how do I make the groups?
Sir,
Uh,
we have already made groups for production tooling. If
uh,
we are using the same group, will that be okay?
okay, so production tooling, you are receiving the different drawings, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many groups are there for production tooling?
Sir, so far, 5 to 6 groups are made of 7 to 8 people each.
7 to 8 people each. But how
So,
the members in the group, how the members are? Because at least one or two
uh,
members should be good, isn't it? One or two members should be good.
sir gave us the permission that we can make by ourselves. So, it's around 50% of us have made. Rest, means the people who they don't know that the groups are made, they don't know till now.
That's
So
what.
they'll
No,
be making in the meanwhile.
they'll be making in the.
They'll making in meanwhile while the teacher is giving us the means, drawings.
नो 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 अभी समझा नहीं अभी ऑलरेडी 6 एक साथ ग्रुप बन गया है क्या पूरा सब 70 स्टूडेंट्स का पूरा क्लास का
नहीं पूरा नहीं बना, पूरा क्लास का नहीं बना
पूरा
सर,
क्लास का पूरा
बाकी
क्लास का नहीं बना वही तो प्रॉब्लम है अभी क्या मालूम है अभी सपोज ये 30-35 स्टूडेंट्स दे आर अटेंडिंग बाकी का 35 स्टूडेंट्स दे आर नॉट अटेंडिंग बराबर है ना तो अगर उसका ग्रुप बनाएगा और उसको मैं कुछ ड्राइंग देगा तो उनको कुछ आएगा ही नहीं ऐसे है दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम
सर
समझा ना
पीटी में, हाँ सर बराबर बोला, पर पीटी में हम लोग ने ऐसे बनाया, आपको मतलब जैसे आप डायरेक्ट करोगे फिर वैसे
नहीं तो मेरे को ऐसा 4-5 ग्रुप बनाना पड़ेगा और हर एक ग्रुप में मेरे को दो दो अच्छे अच्छे स्टूडेंट डालना पड़ेगा the remaining students will copy. Like in one group yourself, then other group में Amit Dubey, then another group में say Sachin Kasbekar, like that. सोचो हाँ and call करो
हाँ
मेरे को
सर,
दोपहर में हाँ
ओके
okay
ओके
yeah
सर,
okay thank you bye.
थैंक यू।